Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you fell a lot in with your boy Stories with V. At this time up, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. If you're new to the platform, welcome. Y'all know the motto by now, man. Kick back, relax. I got the rest of the show. AV Mob, let's get them, let's go. What's up, Mob? We back at him again, man. Kicking it off from the top. V Crime Story Time, episode 20. Let's take a minute to sit back and think about that, man. We had episode of dub, man, for V Crime Story Time. So let's clap it up. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, drop us a comment. Let's say if we can get 20,000 views on this video, man, and 200 comments, 400 likes. Let's get it, let's go. So now, this is when things go from 0 to 100, but it's like you kind of live in regret, but you don't. So now we got these two dudes growing up. Now they both growing up. They not from the same neighborhood. They from different, I don't want to say different sides of town. They from the same side of town, but they from different neighborhoods. But they teenagers during this time. They probably like 16, 17 years old. They go to high school together. So now, of course, we all know how it go, man. When you up to school, you ripping and running. You try and make your name. And then what it really be is you bring your street activities or your street reputation to school and vice versa. Things that you do in school, you kind of hope that the highlight transgress and leak over into the streets. Like, man, niggas beat you up to school. Now, outside, you know this shit. You know little bro and them be beating shit up to school. Or you beat a nigga outside when you come to school. Damn, boy, you know what's the name of the man? Them niggas around, they way be going crazy. They be beating shit. So now, it's all about reputation. This whole thing, man, when you live in this life, people getting away from the money and they more so want the name, they want the fame, they want the reputation of doing some shit when in all actuality that shit don't even really matter. What matter is getting to the bag, putting your peoples in a better position, getting the fuck up out the hood and going to live life. So now they doing they want to, they going up to school. They really stand up out each other way, but they like to gamble against each other. They be shooting dice, and it's like every neighborhood got their little, let's say it's 5 different hoods. All 5 of them hoods probably got like 10 little niggas from around that way that shoot dice and they represent that hood. Now, this is just an inside thing. Like, when we all up to school, all right, they from up this block. They from up Getting Money Avenue. They from up Getting Money Boulevard. So now all of us that shoot dice up to school together, we all know who the dice shooters is. So when we all meet up in the school, we all gonna meet up in the morning probably at the cafeteria. All right, shit, where niggas shoot dice at? Step out back, pump a blunt up in us. Go ahead, get the dice game started, and we gonna do how we do throughout the day. So now, though, they out back, they shooting dice, shit end up going left. They start to get into an argument. Now, when they get into an argument, it ain't to the stage in their life the way as though they plucking that iron yet. So now, they more so doing the fist, they ready bump. So they ends up arguing. Nigga like, man, fuck all that shit. It's ready turn into a whole brawl, like everybody got their sides and they ready just bang it out 10 on 10. So one of the good men step up like, no man, fuck that shit, let them lock in for real. So now it's a tennis court right here. We out back at the tennis court, so it's a tennis court. You know how they got the net, so it's probably like 30 motherfuckers on this side, and then just them two go on the other side of the net. Boom, they start squaring up, they start bumping, bang, 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 bang. Now, the little dude, let's say he from Getting Money Boulevard. He punched the little nigga from Getting Money Avenue. So now, little shorty that lost the fight, he go back around his way. Of course, he talking to his homeboys and shit. He ends up running across the older guys around his way. Now, this is where the game get tricky at, because it's like, man, the influence that people that's older than you got at the time when you just coming up and you just really jumping off the porch, or you looking for that type of guidance, you take that shit to heart, because in your mind you feel like, man, they done been through this stuff already, so they not gonna tell me nothing wrong. When in actuality, I mean, you could know, but it's like, shit, they could have been in my situation and not did nothing at all. They could have just let it ride. But when he get around the way, the older guys telling them like, shit, I mean, what you gonna do about that shit, man? You bluffing, you gonna let a little nigga beat you. So now they got a little 22 that don't nobody really be using for real. They give it to him. They like, man, you better go up that school, man, and put that motherfucker on him. He like, no, I ain't ready to take it that far, man. Not over no motherfucking dice game, not over no fight. Remember this. So now he like, man, no, I'm cool, bro. All right, when we go back up to school, worst come to worst, man, we'll just fight again. He like, all right, that's a bet. He get a 22 back to the old head for real. He continue his day. They chilling, cooling, smoking. Come the next day, they go back to school. And this is another thing that we do that is wicked, right? We just fought Monday. Tuesday, we shooting dice again. So it's like nobody learned nothing. No lesson was learned in this whole thing. So now, come back up to school. They go right back out back. They shooting dice again. So now, it's to the point to where it's like we already know it's tension in the air, and you know for real, we out here to fight again because you beat me up yesterday. I'm not going for that. We going at this shit again. Long story short, they fake start another argument. They go back on the other side of the tennis court. Boom, 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 boom. But now, this time, Lord Shorty that lost the first time, he win this time. So it's like, oh, all right, shit, yeah, we even. It should have been left right there. Y'all, it's 1-1. The score is even, but you know how that go. Now people ego is involved. No, what the fuck? Ain't no tie. Wait, one of us got to win. So now the little dude from Get Money Boulevard, he loses the fight this time. He go around his way. Now, mind y'all, the first time when he went around his way, he telling everybody around the way, man, I punished the nigga at school. So now, when he get around there, the word already beat him around the way because he not the only person that go to that school that live around his neighborhood. So by the time he get around the way, everybody around there already know, man, what the fuck, man, you let Joe beat you, man? What the fuck, why would you even fight Shorty again, this, that, and the third? So now he explained himself, what the fuck you mean, man? We shooting dice. Nigga crack slick on me, I crack slick back. He said he wanted to fight again. I said, fuck it, let's do it. We stepped over there. He ended up getting the best of me. What should I do? Now, he looking for the same type guidance that Lord Get Money Avenue was looking for from his older homies the day before. So now, his old heads, Lord Shorty from the Boulevard, his old heads telling the same thing, like, man, what the fuck, man, we ain't ready to keep doing no fist fighting shit, man. They give him a 380. They like, listen, man, go up there tomorrow and you better set that motherfucker off. And if you don't, your past been rope around here. We ain't trying to hear none of that gangster shit no more, man. Use a duck, use a chump for real because you scared you let a nigga beat you and you ain't trying to sling that iron now. Niggas ain't fighting out here no more. So now, he done got the mindset in his mind that nobody out here fighting no more. We the only ones still fighting. But he really don't want to take it to the next level and get the ducking at the little nigga for real, get the cracking at him. So he like, man, fuck it, this is what I'm going to do. He tell his homeboys, we going to go to school tomorrow. We going to fight again. If I win, I'm going to let it go. If I lose, I still might let it go. But if I'm mad enough, I'm going to end up doing what bro told us to do. So now all his homeboys like, I mean, you sure? He like, man, yeah, fuck yeah. He like, all right, this is a bet. Everybody dip, they go in the house. Come the next day, you already know what time it is. In the same wicked thing, they still shooting dice together. So now, goes out back to the tennis court, start shooting dice. But they nitpicking at each other. They already know what they both out there to do. But they trying to avoid the shit and they trying to start. No, the fuck, no, you ain't catch them. No, man, put your money down on the ground. No, man, I ain't betting you. Man, you want some point. They just nitpicking with each other to get the shit started so they can say, man, meet me on the other side. Boom, they get it started. They start nitpicking with each other. Not even 3 minutes. And man, meet me on the other side. Meet me on the other side. They shoot to the other side of the net. Bang, bang, bang. Now, Lord Get Money Boulevard, he winning at first. Somehow, some way, I guess he run out of energy. Get Money Avenue start getting the best on. Bang, 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 bang. He start putting them together. So now, it's like really a tie. Somebody ends up breaking it up. They like, all right, that's enough. Now, I guess at this point, Shorty from the Boulevard, he got a little lump on his eye, or he feel like his eye on lump. So he letting his ego work up to him for real. He just takes off running from the tennis court, go in his book bag, grab that motherfucker. He just starts spanking. Bang, 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 bang. Now, mind you, he hitting into a crowd, but somehow, some way, you're wiggly. And it's like, when you got your vision and your sight on doing something and getting somebody, it's like that shit just connect if you want it bad enough. He ends up hitting the little dude 2 times, leaving him right there. Everybody from the school take off, get the scattering, doing a 1-2 Shorty that end up hitting him. He breaks off, he get around the way. He get a joint back to the old head. Now, he don't tell the older dude that he connected. He say, yeah, I shot off. But, you know, it's wicked and wild situation. So now, he like, all right, that's a bet. But everybody done seen this shit. This is broad day out back at the tennis court in school. So they got the cameras. They know exactly who did it. Everybody that's running around the school talking too much. So the word done got out. Before Shorty get home, the police are already right there. They grab him up. Now, when they grab him up, mind you, he leaving from giving the joint back to the older dude around his way. They lock him up. He get down to district. They start to tell him the charges that he facing and the time that he looking at. Of course, he ain't built for that shit. Not only do he confess that he did that shit, he say, I only did it because the older dude around my way gave me the weapon, and he told me if I didn't, blase, blah, so forth and so on. So now, Shorty get grabbed up, and he got booked for the joint, but I always wondered how did that play into, like, cohesion. Like, can you get in trouble for that? You telling somebody to do something and they actually do it. Like, can you get grabbed up for that? I don't know. Put it in the comments, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. But with that being said, Mo, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, one more time for me, mob. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We'll be at 100K in no time from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of y'all. Let's get them, let's get them. V-time, story time, hit the highway. Let's go, y'all.